Macca's Guides.
Hey guys, Macca here, Ryse, son of Rome Collectibles Guide for all 14 collectibles in Chapter 3, Trial by Fire. Now, near the beginning, you'll drop off this small boat behind me onto this next deck. And in front of you, slightly to your left, you should find a scroll. Very, very close to that. We're just going to continue on in one shot here. We're going to climb up to this deck. Once we're on this deck, our first objective will come up on the screen. Turn to your left where you will find a Vista. And from that Vista, turn to your right and drop down the hole in the ship, which is actually needed to progress through the level anyways. Once we drop down, you're going to want to turn around directly behind you where you can find the next collectible, a set of Chronicles. That's going to be 3 out of 14. A little bit later on in the mission, this is after a large battle. If you see me swinging my sword just like that, that means I just completed a battle. And you can find a scroll right there on that soldier. Now a little bit later on, this one looks like a similar place to the one previous, but you'll recognize that big boat directly in front of you that's docked right there, all those pieces of wood, and that kind of log you need to jump over to progress. But before you progress, turn around to your left, head into these rocks, and behind the rocks you should find your Chronicle. That one's a little bit hard to show off, but you shouldn't have a problem finding it if you know exactly where to look. Here you'll notice that there were archers that I took out, and I'm showing you that using my projectiles. To the left there's a fire, and then to the left of that fire there's this little alcove where you can find more Chronicles. Number 7, you'll come to this bell tower, and you need to get to the top floor of the bell tower to defend it anyways. So once you're up here, you can actually see the Vista right there. However, you will need to complete some battles and kill a few people in order for that Vista to become attainable. So after you beat up a few people, make sure you pick it up, and make sure you don't fight too many people, or else you'll actually have a problem because the game will start a checkpoint for you, and then it'll start a cinematic and you'll be screwed over. Once you make it onto the beach here, just go to the right hand side from where the ship crashed and you'll find a Chronicle. Number 9, you'll come to this part, you'll hop up onto here, which will start a short cinematic, which I am fast forwarding right now. As soon as this short little interaction is done, turn to your left and you'll find a Vista right where you spawned. That one's pretty easy. Now we're continuing on the next one from this location. What you're going to want to do is drop down, head directly to your right hand side, and then follow the path, and you'll find your Chronicles right there. Very easy. Number 11, this one's a little bit further. I have taken care of the enemies, so keep that in mind. You'll see a small fire off in the distance. If you follow along the right hand side buildings, you'll find Chronicles, I believe, right there. And continuing on the next one from this location, we're going to head towards that fire pit. If you've been following along, you will unlock an achievement called Avid Reader. Now we're going to head towards that fire pit we can see off in the distance a little bit, and in the middle of this area next to 2 barrels you can find another scroll. The last 2 here, this is near the end of the level. You can also look in the top right to see the objective. You can't really miss this one. You have to go through this area, and you should see him directly right in front of you at your feet. So that one's pretty easy. Now from this one, if we climb up to this last area, you'll see the Vista directly in front of you as you see me show you right here. However, you can't pick it up until you kill a bunch of the enemies, so I'll fast forward for you here, and eventually, once the objective changes, you can pick it up. Make sure you do that before cinematic rolls. And thanks for watching. You can click on the screen here for Chapter 4, The King. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if this video was useful to you, and hopefully I see you next time. Peace.